Hey, you're tuned in.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Hey, yo! You are now watching PNN Polished News Network. You dig?
Do you want to be polished?
You are now watching PNN, the Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Do you need to be polished?
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You just gotta be polished.
PNN!
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
You are now watching PNN Polished News Network.
Polished News Network.
Polished News Network.
PNN.
PNN.
PPN.
PPN.
PNN?
Polished News Network. Look at the Jordans. Look at the gun. This is all cap.
Yeah. Okay.
3 out of 5 grandmothers approve.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. The first Friday in September, my birthday month. Yay! Hello. Y'all tag all your business owner friends, family members, entrepreneur buddies, people who want to start businesses, people who have businesses. This is our space right here to discuss everything that we go through, the good, the bad, the ugly, and yet we still doing it and holding on. I'm super excited tonight, y'all. So get the tagging. Let's get some folk on here. You guys, if I were you, I would get a notebook with a pen, some paper, little sticky notes, something, make the kids go to bed. Because the young lady we're interviewing tonight, she may drop a few nuggets that you're going to need to write down. I have my paper and pen ready. Get you a journal, something. If you got your polished journal, get your polished journal out. We're going to have a good time. So you guys know, like I said, this is my birthday month. So everybody that I'm interviewing, and it's funny that they all say yes, are people that I have seen grinding for a while now, who made it through the pandemic, whose businesses are shining bright. And I just wanted to get them on here in celebration of just life. So that's my entire theme for the whole month, is celebrating life. We know that COVID is running rampant and crazy, but we are all holding on and pushing through and thriving. And I'm super excited. And so, yeah. So get your friends on. I tagged a few. I want to shout out a couple of businesses as well. And then I'm going to play the business reel. Then I'm going to introduce our interviewee tonight. So before I play the business reel, there's a new one coming out. And you guys know it's $25 to be added to that. And so the next one is going to have a few of these people I'm about to shout out. Tia Real with Best in Texas Cleaning. Her and Jennifer. Jennifer has a cleaning business as well, called Jen's Cleaning Business. And so I work with these two young ladies with Buff Daddy Floors. And so we have developed a beautiful friendship. We are family. We all do the same thing and we all push each other. And that's the way it should be. Shout out, of course, Juice Smokehouse. You know, I send y'all all over there to get you some Q from Jubes, and you might get a sermon and a little song, depending on what day you go. I want to shout out Melanin Origins. I actually posted his new commercial, his first commercial, on the PNN page on Facebook. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you go and look at that. It is super awesome. He does children's books, especially for African Americans and Black people, whichever one you want to call yourself this week. But he does stories for our children. And so it's super phenomenal for them to be able to read books and see people who look just like them, same hair texture, all that good stuff you don't get in all them other books. Okay. And I want to shout out Xenia Roastery, our favorite coffee man. I done ran out of coffee. I got to order some more. I think I gave a couple of y'all a free gift of it, and I drank your coffee. I'm sorry. I'll order you some, get you some, all that good stuff. And shout out lastly, Jennifer Briggs of Nicole's Designs. You guys check her out for all your marketing and branding needs. Like she said before when we interviewed her, that you don't want your marketing and your branding stuff to look like you designed it with your feet. Her words, not mine. So, yeah. Hello, Xavier Sanders. Greetings to everyone that is coming aboard. Everyone that is coming aboard. All right, so let me play this business reel, and then we'll get right into the interview. Be right back. All right. So I noticed that I forgot to do something, so I'm going to do it right now. Okay. So, hello, Patricia Tate. Hello, Mighty Joe Hicks' husband. How are you today, darling? All right. So, and Patricia Tate said, Pat is definitely watching. Hey, Pat, we glad you joining us tonight. So, without further ado, hey, Ruth Rashaw. That's Auntie Rashaw, Sister Rashaw. I owe you a free carpet cleaning. Okay. So, without further ado, darlings, boys and girls, adults, males, females, teenagers, because I know probably mine is on here. I would like to introduce to some and present to others, like they say in church, proper, right? She is the owner of T&A Beauty. She is also the owner, the founder of T&A University. I would like to introduce all of you to your millionaire mentor, darling. Yes, Mrs. Amber Epps. Woo!
Hey, everybody. Baby, that's an introduction.
Yes. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Girl, I ran in here like Tina Turner without her wig and came in because I was like, I'm not going to miss this interview.
It is my pleasure. I'm honored to be here. CNN Network is everything. I think it's awesome what you are doing for everyone. This
Thank
platform
you.
is so bomb and so dope. So I'm honored, especially during your birthday month. That's big.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. And I just thank you. I know you're super, super busy. And so I just thank you for taking out the time to come and chit chat a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I know some people on here, I know a lot of them are familiar with your products, with your brand. I know I've seen it numerous times on Facebook, on social media, and I was very impressed. And so let's start with T&A Beauty first. So tell us a little bit about that.
So T&A Beauty was a dream literally in the middle of the night. I had started my own business, my own consulting business, and we were stacking up our money from that. And I looked at my husband literally the middle of the night, and I was like, "We're about to start a business." And he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "No, I'm about to buy these lashes and this pen." And he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay." In a week, I built my website because my background is IT. I built my website. I ordered products. I reached out to people like Shakana.
Yeah.
Shakana Joe. Another Atlanta makeup artist that I knew personally. And I was like, will y'all advertise for me? And they did. And I literally I put on a pre-sale. I did all of this in a week. My best friend, Denisha Johnson, stayed up with me. Every night I'm texting her like, hey, does this look right? And we're going back and forth. And it was built. Nobody knew that I was going to do it besides my husband, who was half asleep, and my best friend. And I just popped out with a business. And honestly, it was a hobby. I was like, this is something we could do with our money. We're in the middle of the pandemic. I saw something that DBJ or Judy, Supersense friend, she said, if you're not capitalizing off the pandemic, then you crazy. And I was like, she right. I could have a side job. The Lord said, girl, please. We're going to turn this side job into a real job. And I had actually was laid off from my corporate job, but my consulting kept going. So I wasn't missing any money. You know, it was like, whatever. And I actually ended up getting another corporate job. And it was right at the start of T&A Beauty. And I looked at my husband and I was like, I can't do both. And he was like, if you can make the same money doing T&A Beauty, then you can quit. And I was like, he said, when do you want to quit? Like, are you going to put in your 2 weeks notice? And I was like, no, I'm quitting tomorrow. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. And he said, okay. So the next day he was like, did you quit? I said, yeah. He said, well, what did you tell them? I said, I told them that somebody had COVID. They sent flowers to the house. I felt so bad. But I had to get out. And I knew I had to get out right away. And I knew that leaving, I was not going to get back. I wasn't going to go back. Like I was like, it was one of these things where, you know, usually we try not to burn our bridges. Mm-hmm. But this time I was like, I'm never going back to that. And I knew I still had my other consulting where I was doing it on the side. Right. So if I ever needed to go back, I could be my own consultant. And so it just birthed from there. Like my steps have been ordered and aligned every step of the way.
Wow.
And I remember going along and losing. Like I remember my consulting contract, them coming and saying, "Hey, due to COVID, we're going to end your contract." But mind you, I had been on it for almost a year,
Yeah.
and that was like good guaranteed money, like $100 an hour, 40+ hours a week, and
Woo.
so you can do the math.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I remember that them calling, and I was like, "Lord, what are you doing?" And I remember him telling me, "You're too comfortable. You're too comfortable. You're complacent.
Yeah.
You're doing CNA beauty, but you're not doing it good enough because you got this other thing you're relying on. This is gonna
Right.
push you." And I was like, he just pushed me off the ledge. I wasn't even ready to
Yes.
eat. I was like, okay, let's get it. And that really made me step my game up because TNA Beauty became my business and my sole means of income. And my husband said that I had to make the same amount of money I was making. So that means I had to be in real hustle grind mode.
Come on.
But even doing that, he still ordered and aligned my steps and put the proper people in place for me to get to where I needed to be, to where within 6 months of starting this business, not only had we made $100,000 a month, but we made $300,000 in 6 months.
Woo!
Starting a business that I knew nothing about.
Hold on,
listen, because it was all him. Every step of the way, every person that he put in place, everything was aligned. It even on days, because listen, y'all, it wasn't always easy. There were some tough times. There were some times where I felt like I was losing money because I was putting money into my company, but I was still feeling like today I lost. But even in those losses, he still aligned it to where I was still working hard for my business. And he still put things in place to where I could get to the next level and the next step. And then those things that felt like losses, when they came back around, because they come back around because it's a test.
Yes.
When it came back around, I knew how to handle it the second time. And the thing that worried me the first time and was heavy the first time wasn't heavy no more. I was like, oh, I know how to handle this. Let's go. Cut that off. Do this. We're going to do this different. We're going to introduce email marketing because Facebook marketing ain't working today. Boom. Yeah. We're going to go that way. So he aligned and ordered every step all the way to here. And I know you're not ready for TNA University, but you're going to be blown away at how they align with each other.
Go on to tell me.
Lately, I have been referencing Rihanna. So think about it, y'all. Rihanna was in the music game. She went from long hair Rihanna, little sweet Rihanna, to raunchy Rihanna, the one we all know and love. Yeah. Rihanna thought that music was going to be her end all be all. That was her thing. The Lord said, Rihanna, I got something bigger for you. That's what I'm going to do as your foundation to build your platform, to gain what you need to gain as far as followers and brands so that people will trust you in Savage and Fenty. And now I'm going to use that platform and I'm going to make you $1 billion brand.
Woo!
And I feel the same way. TNA Beauty was my foundation. It put me on a platform. It got me in front of people I would never get in front of because I ended up being my own brand. So I'm the one on the content on the Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Those Facebook ads, I'm all the way in India.
Oh, yeah.
But they go far. And that set up the platform for me to be able to teach people my mistakes so they don't have to make them. And also help give back. That's how TNA University was born. It gives me the opportunity to give back to a lot of business owners who were like me, who missed out on things because they weren't structured correctly. Right. And they want to learn how to scale as well. And I also wanted to tie mindset into my university because I don't care what you do. If this is not right, it's not going to matter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Look, you gave a whole word. I see everybody in the comments like, whoa, wow. I was like, okay, come on now. And And so of course, I put two and two together. When you name the university TNA, like the beauty. What does TNA
So
stand for?
TNA is me and my husband, Terrence
Okay.
and Universe.
Okay.
We started out with TNA Corporation. That's our very first business. That was my consulting.
Okay.
And so it just made sense when it came to the beauty part. I love makeup. Anybody that know I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my MUA, Kayla Net. But I wanted to make the business surrounded about family. So all of my lashes are named after my children. The longer lashes are named after my close friends. And my godchildren and nieces, all of that. My lip line is called Sugar Lips because that's my nickname that my husband has given me.
Oh,
so everything has something tied into like a family member or our relationship, our marriage, because I still wanted to implement us in it because TNA is us. It's me and
right.
Terrence and I.
Okay. And how okay, because you gotta bear with me because I'm gonna be all over the place because I'm super excited. So TNA. So how long have you and Mr. Terrence been married?
We are going on 3 years on September the 15th.
Come on, September.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Well, happy anniversary in advance.
Happy anniversary, honey. I know you're watching in the other room.
Y'all are cute. That is cute. I love it. And so I'm just blown away about the names of the lashes. And this is why I just love talking with other business owners because it's like, well, why did you do this? And why did you do that? And what does that mean? So that's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that, I mean, I have two girls and, I just showed you husband on here, Mighty Joe Hicks. You got 4 girls, house full of women. I remember you said you have a dog too.
And she a girl.
And she a girl too. Bless him. Bless Mr. Terrence.
Pray for him. He needs prayer because it's a lot. Thank you. It's a lot. 4 girls. Your husband. He makes from ages 13 all the way to 2.
Oh, 2.
She the one that run the house.
She run the house. See, we won't get into the baby talk because Joe get mad because I'm like, just have a couple of more. He's like, no. He like,
I'm with you, Joe.
Yeah, don't do it. That is wonderful. And so, like to just clarify for everyone that's on here, you talking about don't. For everybody that's on here, you started TNA last year. Was it 2020?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I started TNA last year. But listen, when people say your steps are ordered, and when God says move, listen to that. When it's your season, and I can't even say that it's never not my season. I'm one of those crazy faith believers that know that even when I'm in the storm, it's still my season because out of the storm is a rainbow for me. That's the only reason you're going through a storm is because he got to give you something. You got to handle that accordingly. And so I can't turn my computer around, but my goals from the beginning are written.
Right.
You will be a millionaire company. Till you will make $1 million. And in a year we did that. In a year. That it's a blessing where other companies were shutting down and couldn't survive the pandemic. We were booming through the pandemic. So much so that my parents were here every week packing orders, filling my truck up. Like I think the Q80 is what I drive. The Q80 can handle, I think we put at least 11 industrial size trash bags full of packages in the Q80 and drove them. One time we had my car full and my mama's car full of packages, taking them to the post office. This was our weekly thing, and I thank God for transitioning us to where we can we have a full fulfillment center now.
Okay.
But yeah, it was God's plan. Like I said, even during the tough part of business, it still was a lesson. He was teaching me a lesson, and I feel now he was teaching me so that I could teach others. Hey, you don't have to do that. You don't have to
Right.
go through that. There is an easier way than what we're doing. And
Woo.
so TNA University have, in just a short 3 weeks of its open enrollment, blessed me to be able to bless these other business owners. Some of my students have been in business for a long time and are like, hey, I've been in business, but I didn't know this, and you have taught me so much. And that's
Right.
feeling.
Wow, that is so awesome. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm telling you. And it's a lot of people come on here, and a lot of people there in the comments. We all were affected by COVID because me and my husband both worked at the same place, and we both got laid off on the same day within minutes. And so we had already planned for me to quit to run both the businesses, the event planning one and the floor cleaning. And so we had already planned that. And then when they laid us off, it was like, well, hey, we both
gonna do it now.
We both gonna do it now.
Right.
And we laugh and joke because we didn't know which one would be the one that just takes off. And the floor cleaning, of course, it's things that you need. Right. And so we just incorporated residential cleaning, and it's just soaring. And so that your story is like, some of us can relate to it. Like, now, not the $100,000 a month yet.
It's coming. It's coming. We claiming that. It's
I
claim it. Touching and agreeing. It's on its way real soon.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I looked at your TNA University. I'm gonna talk to you about that later. Because that was something personal I needed to talk to you about that. But I did notice that what I loved was that you started posting all the people that joined it. You know how like different organizations, when you join like a sorority or something, they kind of do that. But I was like, this is phenomenal because Facebook can be so sad. It's so messy. And then that kept coming across my news feed. I was like, that is awesome. Like, here's such and such, and good pick. This is what he or she does. And I was like, that's phenomenal. And so like about the university, like do you have like a set time frame that each person is in it, or it's structured per person? How does it work?
So it is a 10-week course.
Okay.
A module is dropped every week.
Okay.
On Tuesday, I am not a Monday person. I don't think nobody's gonna work on Monday. That's my official day off to myself.
Right.
So I drop their modules on Tuesday. They have all week to go through it at their own pace. And even if they get behind, it's theirs. So they can go on their own pace. On Monday evening, in the evening, by this time we done wind down, had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
But Monday evenings, we have a VIP group that they are all in, and I go live on Monday evening, and I ask any questions and just check on them to see what they, if they learned anything, if they need anything. And me and my partner, Ashlyn, we come in the live and we answer any questions that they may have had from the previous Tuesday's module.
Wow.
And then they also, because I wanted to be a different type of mentor. I didn't want to be like, this is my course, you bought it, jump in, go with it, I'll answer whatever. I wanted to be hands-on. If you need me, I'm here. Right. And so I also give them opportunity to have one-on-one time if they want to ask questions outside of class, or something personal or need help. Then they can schedule one-on-one time with me, and we'll jump on a Zoom call one-on-one whenever they schedule it to go over whatever it is that they need.
That is awesome. Yeah, I haven't heard it done like that before. And I know it's a few people that do, and and that's the beauty of this, with everybody going to this, being more self-sufficient.
Right.
Yeah, like everybody has their own methods on how they do things. So it's like, if you don't like how this is set up, you can come over here and talk to this mentor. And so and I kind of did my research a little bit. And so something else I did notice was that I thought was phenomenal. So you guys hear me. You do payment plans.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I knew it. I'm done. I said, hey!
Yes. I actually, so for open enrollment for the next class, because it's about to open for the next class,
Okay.
it won't start until October 26th, but I'm
October.
opening enrollment in so that people have enough time to pay.
Right.
We have 3 this time, so you can pay in full,
Okay.
or you can split it up in 2, or you can split it up in 3.
Oh, okay.
And then the last option is the PayPal option where you can pay through PayPal on a bi-weekly basis.
Okay.
And the payment is split into 4. So
Before-
I wanted to give people more time to pay and more options because I do understand that $9.97 can be hefty,
Right.
but you can ask my students, they're already like, we've already gotten our money's worth and we're on
Right.
because there are also bonuses that we don't announce. I will tell you that one of their first bonuses was a plug and play business plan. So I
Wow.
created a business plan for them. They just throw their information in there and they're good to go.
Woo!
That's just one of their bonuses. They
That's
receive a
one.
bonus almost every other week.
Wow. Because business plans are so.
Yes.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. So you guys hear that? You have to join. And you said open enrollment starts October 26th.
No. So school starts October 26th. Open
Okay.
enrollment starts Tuesday,
Starts
September
Tuesday.
the 6th.
7th.
September
Right.
7th is when
September
open
7th.
enrollment starts. September 7th. So you will start to see people start to get blasted, as she
Okay.
said. I do that. So here's some gems. She told you I was gonna drop some gems.
Jim, come on, Jim.
Here are some gems. I do that for 2 reasons. First reason, people want to feel good and celebrate it. And I am a celebrator of all. I feel like if you're doing something, I'm going to congratulate you. I'm going to push you because people need that. We see more RIPs and drama on Facebook. Let's deter and pour in
Right.
positivity and show you the good things that people are doing.
Right.
So because of the platform that I'm building, it highlights those people. It lets them know you are capable and are going to be a millionaire because I put that affirmation on top. It
Yes.
says future TAU millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also highlights their businesses. There are people that are in business that people didn't know. Like,
Right.
you got that business? I didn't know that.
Right.
But also does that. Now on the flip side, when we're talking about business, it's a marketing tool as well for me.
Right.
Because it shows people, oh, people are really joining the class. Let's see what this is about. So it's a twofold. It helps my students get out there, but it also helps market my class as well.
Right. Right. And so Anika Cuba, she has a business called Cuba Travel. I think that's the name of it, Anika. But she wants to know how much it costs. I think you said $9.97.
It's $9.97. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Anika is $9.97. Anika, put your business name on there because I like to get that right. Yeah. And no, she will not be at the business expo. I wanted to get her by herself as a live interview. I wanted to get her by herself. Okay. It's called Yes. Because I knew it was something. I knew it was something going on. So yeah. So, and that's your anniversary weekend, I think.
Yep. I'm going to Hawaii.
We're going to enjoy that then.
And you know what though? I love my students. CNA University is so dear to me. I did not know that this is where God was taking me until he took me there. And I was like, oh, this is what you were doing. And then he just recently was like, but I'm not food. So I was like, okay. But we will be in Hawaii that week. I'm still going to do what I have to do for my students. So that Monday, we chilling because I got to get online for live to talk about whatever we learned that week because it's just that important to me. This is my job.
Right.
So I'm on vacation, but not from them. They still get my time and my attention during that time because that's a crucial week. I think that week they're learning about They might be learning your target audience. I'm not sure which week that is, but
Mhm.
that ties into the week of target audience and vendors. So I know they'll have a lot of questions, and so I'll
Oh,
still
yeah.
be very heavily available to them.
Right. That's awesome because some people they go on vacation because I know I do. I turn the phones off and everything. Like,
Now
hey,
after that Monday, and and it's over.
right, right.
but I'm still dedicated to do what I said I was going to do during that time frame.
That is awesome. And so if somebody wanted to get because I posted the TNA Beauty link actually onto the live, so you guys will be able to click on that and go purchase some beauty products. But if somebody wanted to join the TNA University, what route do they take to get there?
You want me to? Is there a chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna type it in your chat, and if you can
Okay.
pin it.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to pin it. And I'm
But
sorry,
it
I
is
got that
no,
from
you're
you.
fine. It's
Uh-huh.
www.tnauniversity.com, and I'm sending it to you now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how you join TNA University. And when you click join now, it will show you what will be covered over the course of 10 weeks. October 26th is when the next one starts. So some of those weeks are going to carry into the holidays, but it's not on a holiday. So we will resume the same because nothing is hitting a holiday or holiday time.
Right. Okay. And I put it in the ticker. You guys see it in the ticker? And I'm gonna put it in the comments too right here. So that way you guys can go and join that. Yay! I'm excited. And I know it's a lot of people in here and they have tons of questions and we usually come on here and and chit chat a little bit. And so I'm glad that they're able to meet you and to discuss these things with you. So they know which way to go because sometimes you're like, okay, now what? Which route do I take? Where do I start? Where do I begin? You start, losing your mind.
Yeah. It's so funny. Dropping more gems. I saw in the pandemic that people were giving really bad advice, really bad business advice. And people were listening. People grasped just to know something. People don't really want to do the research, and that's what you have me for. That's why I'm your mentor. You don't have to. My class is like laid out from A to Z on how to do whatever we're working on that week. But just some of my students coming to me and saying, I've been in business for a long time, but I just really had a glorified hobby until I realized that I needed to structure it better or structure it correctly. Little things that we don't know will keep us behind. And everybody was joking about the PPP loan, but the real joke was a lot of people didn't get it because they weren't structured correctly.
They weren't structured. Yep.
Something so small as not having an LLC, not using a virtual address versus using your home address will keep you from getting funded. And so the PPP was a great thing to a lot of us because I got one.
Yeah.
I was in that number. I'm not ashamed. Listen, inventory ain't no joke. Marketing is hot.
Right.
But I don't want us to miss the boat the next time. And so it was only proper for me to send the elevator back down to let everybody else hop on so we can all be in that number next time. Why shouldn't we be afforded the same things as everyone else? You can do it just like I did it. And so nothing makes us no different or no better. I always say Jeff started in his garage on a desk that was made out of a door. It's no different. His mind is just different. And you can have that same mindset too and be in the same position that he is in.
Yeah.
So it was such like it just came like I I have to give back. I gotta show people that this can be done. Absolutely, Chastity. I would love for you to be in my class.
And then Anika has a question too. Kind do you like Afterpay and start paying now every 2
So
weeks?
if you have the virtual Afterpay card, if you can go create the virtual Afterpay card, absolutely. Come to my inbox on Facebook, and I will show you how to do the virtual Afterpay. So we do take the virtual Afterpay and virtual Klarna. I didn't put that option out there this time because a lot of people just couldn't do it.
Right.
But absolutely, Afterpay and Klarna both have a virtual card that you can use anywhere. You don't have to go to the site and they have to be registered. You can just use their virtual card as a virtual credit card and you pay like that. So absolutely.
Okay.
People don't know that.
Yeah, that's some good info.
See, you know about it. You do. So, and not just for P&A Beauty, like if you want some airline tickets, you want some clothes, you go to their website. So you go to their website, you type in the website that you want on Afterpay or Klarna, and then what they do is take you to that website and you'll see their payment options instead of it's a whole mood.
Man, we just learning a lot tonight, y'all.
Look, so you want some shoes, you want some Louboutins.
Yeah, do the app. Come on. Want to step out a little fancy, you know what?
I'll get you some. They over there for Afterpay and Klarna will help you.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. And so I know back to your to the family life. I know I'm all over the place. I usually don't do this with interviews, but hey, I'm having a good time.
It's your birthday.
Yeah. So I'm just, right, but how do you balance everybody has their own way how they do things. How do you balance being a wife, running two businesses and being a mom, making sure the dog is kept, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you do? Do you have like a daily format? Like
so if you so my daily format starts out with a morning nap. And I am so serious. First of all, shout out to my husband because he is so understanding and very, very, very supportive of everything. When we we've been together probably a total of going on 9 years.
Okay.
I was going through a divorce. He was going through a divorce when we met each other. Two broken people, God put together to build each other up. It was not easy, but he did it and we did it. I think after a while, he started to say, she's not really crazy. The Lord just handled her. So it became his new normal. Like, okay, if she says she's going to do it, I'm going to support it because it's going to happen.
Right.
And his support is uber. So with the kids, now they're in everything. The older two are in cheer, dance, student council, cross country track. So I'm at the school in the cheerleading line waiting for them to come out like this.
Yeah.
Talking to my students, wherever I need to balance in life, I just do it on the go. My phone is my best friend. Because I learned, even in corporate America, because I worked from home before it became popular, that I could do everything from my phone. So if I got to take a meeting or chat or whatever, I just do it from wherever that my phone allows me to.
That is awesome.
Since I've been able to get out of having to fulfill orders, thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
That has freed up a lot of my time with P&A Beauty. So now it's just more or less about like creating content and, making sure the back end is taken care of. He cooks, I'll clean. We just kind of come together as, hey, I need you to get the kids today.
Yeah.
We are so just balanced with each other, and he helps a lot with that balance, so it makes it a whole lot easier. I thank God that he is the type of husband that's like, we're gonna be each other's helpmates. There is no role. We're gonna just do it together. You know, that makes a big difference.
It does. Yes, it does. I'm a witness. It makes a big
difference. When you're like, are you gonna cook dinner tonight? Okay, man.
Yeah.
And listen, all the delivery services, they my friend. Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats. I use them.
As long as everybody's eating, you look, listen, we gotta make this money. Y'all here, take this.
And I did. So for my daughter's 13th birthday, some things kind of happened. First of all, we were in COVID. But I had to sit her down because we had been planning this big 13th birthday. And if you know me, y'all know events are crazy. Like I go overboard.
Oh wow.
Yes, girl. So Trinity's sipping seed, it was her sipping seed, her baby shower, and I had an ice sculpture and crazy. Well, my 13-year-old wanted the same thing. But I had to explain to her, like, we're in a transition period where I'm working really hard. You know, your dad is working really hard in reference to my husband. He's working really hard, but mommy is working really hard in a different type of way that we're going to have to put that on the back burner until another time. First of all, it's COVID. Ain't nobody coming out. It was January, so we were still sick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know, so I was like, I ain't doing all this, ain't nobody coming out. But I just wanted them, and I make my girls be very involved. They pack orders.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just so they can understand this got us here. And when we hit our million, they were like, we did it. That's right. We all collectively, we did it. You know, I want them to know how hard it is and how much work goes into entrepreneurship. Because they always say, we just going to take your business. That's what we're going to do when we grow up. We're going to take over. And I'm like, okay, let me show you.
All right, girl.
So that's just how you balance. You just kind of find the extra time to figure it out and let it fall in place. There is no structure here, okay?
Yeah. Dang.
None. I do take a morning nap. Me and Trinity. We drop the kids off at school.
That's a 2-year-old, right?
That's a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
We drop the kids off at school and we come home and we take a morning nap till about 10 o'clock. So if you call me or text me between and I don't answer because I'm napping. It's the only way I can function.
It is funny. I might need to start doing that.
You need to incorporate a nap. Like listen, they did it when we were young for a reason. I think adults need naps too. Yeah.
I mean, I have my other friend, Jennifer. She owns Nicole's Designs. It's like marketing and branding. And she's like, hey, I have to go take a nap. I'll talk to you. I'm like, a nap? Yes, a nap.
Yes, you got to refresh. You have to refresh. Your brain gets tired. Your brain, and in my line, especially my new line, I pour. So that nap is time for me to kind of meditate and get myself together and refresh. Because I don't always have time to call somebody and be like, hey, I need you to pour into me to fill my cup. So that nap is rejuvenating to get me through to the next something. Because I am constantly pouring, you know, uplifting. So I'll be like, pastors get drained. You know, they do. I understand why they be tired. They need a nap.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely, Ashley. Self-care. That's what it is.
Hey, Ashley. I love you so much, Ashley. But yeah, that I mean, you dropped some like excellent nuggets. And I don't want you to give too much because people need to sign up for the classes. And so one more time, open enrollment is Tuesday the 7th of this month.
Yes.
And classes start October 26th.
Yes.
Woo! I got it.
You got it. Yes.
Go to this website that you keep seeing scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's doing that for a reason. So if you had your pen and paper out, then you wrote down the stuff that I wrote down. And I wrote down several things. I don't know if y'all noticed, but you know, I'm a note taker. I'm like, okay, what did she say? Okay. Okay. All right. Take naps. Because I definitely put that on.
Absolutely. Take naps, and one more nugget. work on your business credit. That's what my class learned this week. They learned how to start their business credit, how to start tier 1 of business credit, and they are learning how to obtain it and grow it and get to the next level so that their business can capitalize and work for them.
Yes.
The purpose of having a business owners is for your business to work for you. You don't see Mr. Michael, owner of Michael, out in the back. You don't see him in the weeds. Can't nobody call him and say, "You're my man because your employee." No. We are calling ourselves CEOs. It's time to act like CEOs and think like CEOs. So put your boundaries in place. Get your business credit together so that your business can be credit. It can take care of you because that's what it's supposed to do. You're not supposed to be living on your personal. You're supposed to be living on your business.
I hear you. Okay, you talking to me?
Yes, but that's what we learned this week. And I'm excited about the upcoming week because they're getting ready to learn more about like the websites and web designs and how to do that, how to make your website look like $1 million website versus like you built it in your room.
Yeah.
First, if you see the first P&A Beauty and the one now, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I saw the one now. I said, ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. And it's so funny. I was like, I want P&A Beauty to look like Mac. Mindset is everything. I never, ever, ever put myself in a category to be competing with local people.
Right.
I'm not competing with anybody in the DFW area. That's not my competition. No shade. Just I feel like in order to reach higher heights, you have to put yourself in competition with the big stuff. Yeah. So I always said I'm competing with Super Pink and I'm competing with Mac because they're the big stuff. It made me try harder to want to look like them and do what they were doing to get where they are. Yeah. And even in the mentoring, I'm not competing with nobody local. I think it's beautiful that everybody wants to mentor and pour back. Not my competition. My competition is ET. I'm trying to get on ET level.
Yeah. Come on. we did a whole commercial about that with the floor cleaning business, and it was every time we see like Stanley Steamer or Dower, we like, like competition right there.
Right. No, that's right. But that's how you have to think. If you put yourself in the mindset with the big industry competitors, that will make you want to go after that's who you'll watch. That's who you will mimic. They've done it. And so we're trying to get there. I can't compete with you locally. We're on the same page.
Right. Right.
I don't want to compete with you. I want to compete with those who have done it. If you get that through your mind, first, it will make you not feel like people locally are talking to you or about you. Right. Take their mindset away so you won't be on the fence when you see them doing the same thing. You'll be like, so, I don't care. Yeah. My target audience is different than theirs, so it doesn't matter. And then secondly, it'll make you strive to make sure your brand is compared to the bigger brand.
Yes.
Overall, we're not selling anything different than nobody else. My pen is on Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't mind telling nobody that they can go get their same eyeliner adhesive on Amazon. Because you can go to Wish, I think it's $3 over there. Yeah. My customers purchase my brand.
Right.
They like P&A Beauty brand. Just like I loved MAC and I loved Fenty. Those are my brands that I like. And I purchased them not because they were better, but we mentally tell ourselves that they are, right? Because they cost more, and that's all marketing. And that's what I'm teaching my students. Like, hey, your stuff is just as good as theirs. We're going to make you be branded and not just a business. There's
a business. Come on. Listen. Y'all have y'all offering ready. Get the offering plate and let's pass this offering plate.
Press down, shaking together.
Let this offering on. Yes, I love it. I love it. So y'all, we all might be in the same class. Listen, y'all get on here and get to the website so you guys can, and it's toggling down at the bottom, so you guys can be a part of this phenomenal class. You already heard everything that she said now for free. Imagine everything that you're going to get once you get set up with that class, with the courses. And you said it's 10-week course.
Yes. It's a
10 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
And at the end of the course, listen, you ain't gonna get no certificate. I mean, you will, but you get a certificate like woo, but you actually get a gift from me at the end of the course, something that's going to help you along the way once you're done. Right. I didn't want to just leave you with, oh, okay, you done. No,
yeah,
you actually get a gift where you can, something that'll help you along the way and keep you hopefully on track to what we have built over the 10 weeks.
Wow, that is phenomenal. I'm super excited. I told you I wasn't gonna take up that much of your time. But I most definitely have to check in back with you in a couple of months to see where you are. And hopefully I can reach you. You won't be hey, I'm on the jet.
You can reach me. One thing about me is I'm gonna always be touchable and reachable. I ain't gonna be like, you ain't gonna girl, cause nope, I'm not that person. I'm available. And then in November I am doing a empowerment seminar, a 3-day empowerment seminar in November. The weekend is the 12th through the 14th.
Okay.
We will advertise more coming up this week, so you'll know what's all involved. But I'm super excited about that. Because we are trying to take you from good to great into 2022. That's our statement for the empowerment seminar. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, so I'll make sure either I can just steal it from your page or shoot it to me, and then that way I can post it on here.
Absolutely.
I can post it on here and put it on the page, and so we can get a bunch of people out to that, because I know that's going to be phenomenal. I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I'm nervous, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. You'll do great. You'll do great. You did good tonight. So it just comes naturally. Because it's what you know, it's who you are, and that's the ministry within you, and it's just flowing out. So, girl, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
All God.
It is. Yeah, he is awesome, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to come on here. So you guys, once again, make sure www.tnauniversity.com, and that's and A-N-D. Okay.
Yeah.
The website.
How you?
Yeah. So yes, I want to thank everybody for coming on here as well, and for your comments and tuning in to PNN Polished News Network, where it's all about entrepreneurs, all about business owners. Thank you, Amber. And you want to leave the people with something before we go?
Absolutely. So listen, I don't care what your circumstance is right now. It is not your end. As long as you are living, as long as you are here, you have something and a goal to go after, and go get it. Determine your end. You determine what's going to happen next with your mindset. So wake up positive. Even if something is going wrong, that's okay. Still speak positive over yourself, encourage yourself, and know that even if you're going through a storm, you gotta go through the storm to get to the rainbow. Even if you feel like you pushed to the bottom of the water, you gotta float back to the top. The end is not horrible. It's gotta get greater. It has to. So I'm encouraging all of y'all, have a bomb safe Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
And remain positive. And yes, hit me up, TNA University.
All right, you guys, you have it straight from Amber Epps' mouth, honey. Woo! You got me amped up. What time is it? I got to be somewhere at 8 in the morning. But listen, I'm gonna be up doing some stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super, super motivated right now. So yeah. Thank you. And I will definitely be in touch with you also. I got a couple of things I want to run by you. Okay. So yeah, I will be in touch. So you guys have a good night and we'll see you next week. Thanks again, Amber. Bye. I heard somebody yelling at me from downstairs. Hold on, Joe. I hear you. Here's the business reel as requested. All right, y'all. So I answered your request, Saya. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Get some rest. Look over your notes that you took tonight. And I'm going to start taking morning naps. I'm out.